Good.
Yeah. Technical difficulties.
Right.
That's all right. So what part of the country are you in?
I'm in San Diego.
Okay. Is that where you're doing primarily your business?
Yeah, so that's where we have two properties here already, and we're very successful with them. I just got another real estate investing training client,
Uh-huh.
and I tend to I don't know why I tend to track them, and so I got re-inspired. My wife and I just had a baby, and so we've been looking at other ways
Congratulations.
to. Thank you. So we've been looking at other ways to bring in new revenue other than our primary business, which
Absolutely.
is marketing agency, and um, we've been really successful with doing long-term Airbnb, so 31 days or more only,
Hmm.
marketing it to business professionals are um, that are either working at the tech companies, biotech companies, they're going to grad school.
Right.
So we're looking at finding more properties, and there's a property pretty close to here. One of the ones that's up for grabs. One of my friends is a real estate agent who brings me off market properties. He basically says, "Hey,
That's the
you can
nice
get
way to
these if
do
you
it.
want before I put it on the
Yeah.
market." Um,
Okay.
so that's one of them's local here to me, and it's I think about 6 miles from me.
Okay.
The other one's about 15 miles from me, and
So you're
both
going to
of the deals.
self-manage yourself. You're going to self-manage you and your wife the Airbnb.
Yeah, we already manage it. I mean, it's pretty simple. We bring in a housekeeper who takes care of it, so it's all taken care. I mean, there's not a lot of management that goes into the Airbnbs. The main thing is that we found is just we put in automated doors. We with the number keypads,
Hmm.
get those set up. And there's actually a service that does it for you for 3% of the fee that you pay.
Hmm.
They'll actually do all of that for you. So if we ever need to at a later date, or if we get properties in that are outside of our local area, then we can bring that company on, and they take 3%, which is reasonable. Normally, we you know we've been doing this also for other people. We help them set it up, and if they wanted us to manage it, I told them it'd be 15%. Most of them are fine with that. So it's
Nice
super
little income
simple.
stream.
Yeah,
You should be able.
exactly.
Should you be able to buy Bluetooth utilities to put on the doors yourself so that you can manage that yourself? Save the
Yeah,
3%.
it's a lot of there's other things that go into that into the 3% management. So they
Uh-huh.
actually manage the whole listing. So they respond to people, they accept, decline, all that sort of stuff.
Okay. So
I
they,
don't I
they
don't
do
ever
the
plan
listings
on.
on Airbnb. They're doing basically the management,
Yeah.
the advertising and management, correct?
Yep. For
Okay.
3%. Plus, I have a whole marketing team that we can utilize as well. But that's like the worst case scenario, is
Sure.
we have to pay 3%
So
of it,
tell me,
and that
how
would
are
come
you
out of.
use how are you using money now, and how are you finding your investors? And are you using financing yourself, or are you strictly 100% capital from investors?
The two current properties that we have are bank finance,
Hmm.
um, and I have access to other investors through my clients, my real estate investing clients. They have funds that they manage. Um, None of them are for this. So one of them does flips and wholesales. Another one is multi-unit only. He's got, both of them have 100 million plus fund for those, but they don't do the Airbnb stuff. So I'm searching for this because this is we can get close to double market value
Hmm.
of what they would rent monthly.
Right.
And the last 2 years running across all of our rooms, we don't rent the whole place out as one place. We rent each individual room out,
Right.
which offsets any vacancies. Um, and that's been really effective for us. This year, I think we have a 97 or 96% occupancy. One of our guests stayed for an entire year and just extended for an entire year, which is kind of crazy because if he had just rented the room from somebody, he would have got it for almost half of what he's paying for it now, um, which I'm happy with, obviously.
So you're staying
uh,
with 31 days or more. You're not doing weekly
that's
or
correct.
night. Right.
That's
I like
correct.
that.
San Diego law and more in other places as well. There's more and more restrictions if you don't live on that property. So it becomes difficult to rent out for less than 31 days. In addition, 31 days or less, or 30 days or less, falls under hotel tax laws, which means that we are subject to hotel inspections. And I've never seen an Airbnb that's up to par with a hotel.
Right.
So, I'd rather not have that risk. And while, yes, we don't have the additional, we're not making $5 or $6 grand. We're, on a 3-bedroom, we're making 3. We also don't have to flip it every time, flip the rooms every time, which that's usually $100 every time you do that. So we found it's only about 20% less overall than if we did the nightly rentals, and we don't have the hassle, we don't have the headache. We have guests stay for long periods of time, and it's a lot more effective for long-term and as a long-term investment than hoping somebody's going to stay for the night and pay an exorbitant fee.
Well, tell me, what are you looking for? What property do you have? A property under contract right now that you're looking for capital?
We do. It's about $1 million. It's $1 million for the place. There's a couple things that need to be fixed up, and then we need to buy the furniture. The furniture's not that much, but
how much are you planning for FF&E?
So I'm looking for 1.1 just to make sure that we can cover it. I don't necessarily plan on utilizing the whole thing, but that way we have probably 2 months that we can use to get everything fixed up, make sure it's all up to par, get it promoted and marketed on Airbnb, get it in the so this property specifically is located right next to UCSD or fairly close to UCSD. And the current landlord, the current owner, is renting it to a student who is re-renting it to other students, and basically doing the same thing. So it's already a great property. They want to leave before the end of their lease, and he wants out. He wants to get out of the property. So
how many bedrooms is it?
That one's a 7-4. So based on the location, we can get a minimum of $1,000 per month after utilities and after all the Airbnb fees and everything.
Per room?
Per room, yes. $1,000 per month per room.
Plus utilities or?
After utilities. So yeah, so with utility, so some rooms are going to get 900. Most of them are going to get 11 to 1,400. So averaged out, I did all the math on it, averaged out to about 1,000 a room after utilities. Utilities is going to run about $1,000 a month across the board for all of the electricity, everything that's water, all that sort of stuff.
Is it listed on the MLS right now? Pocket listing.
It was brought to me as a off market. I don't know if, I believe there is a. You still there?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
Incoming calls. We have to learn how to block other calls from coming in during the app. Sorry about that.
Right. I've had that before.
Yeah, I'm sure you have. Yeah. All right. So it's a pocket listing. Okay.
Yeah.
Appraised for and valuation of the standard. It's a single family house, right? It's not a multi-family.
Technically, yes. That is correct.
It's got 1 meter.
Yes.
What is the appraisal value of it today? If I buy it as a standard single family house, what will it appraise in geographic area within a quarter mile?
So the agent who brought it to me said it goes for about 1.1. If we fixed it up, it'll go for basically the same amount that we invest in the upgrades. So the upgrades itself.
Okay.
So there's about $100,000 basically in additional.
Okay.
Based on a preliminary appraisal.
So you say that you have access to people with $100 million. First of all, let me go back because I'd like to know who you're being trained by. What's the company that you've paid $40,000 for training to?
No, I do all their marketing, so
Okay.
I get their trainings for free. Mike Baird, real estate, who's out of Utah. Matt Skinner, Dealmaker Society, out of Los Angeles. Mike Costigan and Kevin, who are out of the East Coast, Ario rock stars, were past clients of ours, and then Jim Krautkramer, who he teaches specifically real estate to real estate agents, but a lot of the principles of finding the homes that he teaches are applicable to the same, to us as well.
Okay. Okay. I didn't know if you went through Rich Dad Poor Dad, or if you.
I've gone through some of the Rich Dad Poor Dad, and I haven't invested a ton of money in their programs.
I've ran across people that are spending $30,000-$40,000.
There's no
those, right?
Yeah, there's no need. I have the blessing of having an amazing network, so that's been awesome for us, and we get properties brought to us all the time. A lot of them, aren't necessarily fit, or the margins on them are pretty low. Like there are quite a few properties here in San Diego, even on market properties, that we could do the same thing with and turn them into Airbnb rentals and get basically what the same. We wouldn't be making maybe more than $100 or $200 in a room per month in profit, but obviously we'd own the place, and then we'd be able to sell it 5-10 years from now, and that's when the profit would come in. So those are okay, those are good, but they're not immediate cash flow. And my daughter's private school.
That's what you're doing, because I just bought a single family in San Antonio. I have a general contractor who works with me as my partner in San Antonio. I'm in Miami Beach. We bought it for $280. We put 80 in it. Now it's worth 600 value, and it is now a 4-family.
Nice.
And we're getting $1,500 to $2,000 per. So we're capping at $8,000 a month, and we've pulled $100,000 cash off of it, and I put it back into our pocket, and it's cash flowing. It's making money. So I know exactly what you're doing. So going back to my question is, you have access to funds. You said people with hundreds of millions of dollars. Why are you speaking to me?
So like I said, one of them is hard money, does 6 month, basically 6 months, so you can flip it. And that I have the most access to. The other one is multifamily, and he only does 24 plus units. Okay. So these are a little outside of their scope, right?
Yeah. So how much are you looking to inject into the property yourself?
I'm looking for 100% on this one. I mean, I can put some in, but I'm looking for somebody to partner with, and one of the reasons why.
What do you have in cash availability towards capital yourself?
With access, I have access to it. It's not personal cash; it's family cash and savings, all that sort of stuff. About 30,000.
Okay. Okay. The properties that you own now, the 2 properties, what are you making on each property a month on average, would you say? Let me ask you this, and we'll make it real simple. You run your business on QuickBooks?
I don't, actually.
You don't? Okay. First suggestion, get QuickBooks online. Get QuickBooks.
We use Mint, which is made by Intuit. Same company.
Okay. QuickBooks.
I send it to my accountant. I have no idea if he probably does run it on QuickBooks. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't look
at use QuickBooks. Right. Yeah. Okay. We run QuickBooks on all of our properties. We run a separate company for each one of our properties for liability purposes. We hold everything inside of just separate LLCs. I currently own properties in 5 states. I'm not a guru. I don't want to be a guru. I want to make money, and I want people to make money with me. If everybody gets paid, everybody gets happy. You know what I mean? Towards 100%, I have to consider. I want to take a look at the property. I can put a 5-year note on it, which is nice, a long-term hold. I'd like to get more information about it. you guys have non-disclosures and everything inside.
So we can definitely talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I have non-disclosures. We can
Okay.
find send emails back and forth, and I'll send you my non-disclosure. You want it? We'll sign it together. I'm not out to hurt people. I'm out to help people make money. That's what I'm sitting here for.
Yeah, at the end of the day, like I believe in handshake deals. Like if you want to do business with me, and that's the same. I like the way, I'm sure you've seen The Profit, the TV show The Profit with Marcus Lemonis and how he does deals. I have the same philosophy. I even in our marketing agency, we do $150,000 deals without. I don't know if you can hear me right now.
Yeah, I can hear you. You got a call.
Okay. So we've done $150,000 deals without a contract. Without
Right.
an official contract. Because
Well,
at the end of the day, we're all.
I'm in Miami Beach, here in California.
Yeah.
I don't need the country to do business because there's enough business right here for me. So, but I'm interested in looking at your deal. Do you have any? Have you put together a pro forma on this yet? A 1, 3, and 5 year pro forma?
No, I have not.
You have not?
I have not. I just Diani and Damien asked me and said, "Hey, you want to talk to these guys and talk to you about
Sure.
About this." And so,
what I'd like to do before I look at deals, I always tell people, I'd like to see your balance sheet. I'd like to see what you own, because that's the way I am. I want to know what your credit score is.
Okay.
Not saying that you're going to sign for credit, because I will sign for credit if I want to use other people's money or if I use my own money. Most likely in this case, I would put down the money and then I would use a bank's money, because bank money is cheap right now still.
Yeah.
Even although the Fed took another increase, we're feeling that every day in the marketplace, because it's going to start slowing everything down. And the cost of money's risen. I'd like to see a pro forma put together on the property.
Okay.
I'd like to see the statistics for me to be able to invest money and take the risk on you, because you're so far away from me. I can't do the research like you can.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Also, Mike, I have an LLC in Florida as well.
Okay. Fantastic. Fantastic. I'm not asking you for your resume.
Everything is.
I'm not asking you for a resume. Resume tells you what you've done. I want to see what you want to do. Okay.
Forma properties owned, credit. So you got performa properties.
I'll send you a laundry list. Okay. And I'll also send you a spreadsheet. Give me your email, Hawk.
It's hawk.mikado@gmail.com is the best one.
Spell your last name.
Mikado.
At
Gmail.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can put something together. I'm always interested. And this is an exciting opportunity for both of us. I'm excited about getting together with Pitch, because I've got unlimited funds and I have unlimited knowledge. And be able to do this every day and make money is a good thing in life.
Awesome. And I'd love to connect you with Mike as well, because he's always got other deals that is part of his community.
Okay.
So if that's something you're interested in, he's our client. He focuses on flips, but if that's something you're interested in.
I have money I can give. I can do 90% of purchase and 90% of rehab, which means only 10% is needed. And that's where you can make the money. If you're talking a 3 or 4 month flip, the money's a little bit expensive. It's like 8, 9%, maybe up to 12. But most of the time, if people have experience, I can get them 8 and 9%. Or if I'm going to be the principal, I'm at 8%. I've done 13 flips this year myself. What I do is I partner with general contractors, and I put everything in my name. Works real well. So I'll send you a laundry list. What's your phone number, Hank? Hawk?
760-613-4295.
Fantastic. I'll send you out an email today. Any questions?
Okay. No.
Fantastic. Thanks for coming aboard.
Absolutely. Appreciate you.
All righty. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
You too.